Breaking news. Canada's new rules can cancel visas, work, and study permits. Who's affected? Canada has just introduced new immigration rules that could cancel visas, work permits, and study permits under certain circumstances. This move is said to impact thousands of temporary residents, including international students and foreign workers, with Indians being among the most affected. Hello and welcome to Immigration Talk Show, your go-to source for the latest updates on immigration policies that could affect you and your loved ones. Today we dive deep into Canada's new immigration regulations, what they mean, who's affected, and what comes next. Let's get started. What's happening? On February 12, 2025, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, or IRCC, announced major changes to Canada's immigration rules. Under the new Immigration and Refugee Protection Regulations, which came into effect on January 31, 2025, Canadian officials now have the power to cancel temporary resident documents, including electronic travel authorisations, or eTAs, work permits, and study permits. Temporary resident visas, or TRVs. This is a significant policy shift aiming to tighten border security and prevent visa fraud, misuse, and illegal stays. Why can Canada cancel your visa? Under the new rules, immigration officers can cancel temporary resident visas for the following reasons. The officer is not satisfied that the individual will leave Canada after their authorized stay. The document is lost, stolen, destroyed, or abandoned. The individual transitions to permanent residency. The person is deceased. The visa was issued due to an administrative error. In simple terms, if an immigration officer believes someone may overstay their visa, they can now cancel it preemptively. This applies even before an individual attempts to extend their stay in Canada. Why is Canada doing this? According to Renée LeBlanc-Proctor, spokesperson for Canada's Minister of Immigration, Mark Miller, these changes are a response to the increased exploitation of temporary resident visas, the rise in fraudulent study permits, growing concerns over illegal migration, and organized smuggling networks. Canada has been tightening its rules, especially after reports of fake college admission letters and students failing to enroll in their designated schools. Who's most affected? Canada is currently home for over 3 million non-permanent residents, including work permit holders, students, and asylum claimants. Of these, Indians make up a massive portion of Canada's foreign workforce and student population. In 2022, 45% of all international students in Canada were from India. 22% of temporary foreign workers admitted that year were also from India. Because of these high numbers, Indians are expected to be among the most affected by these changes. What about international students? One of the biggest groups impacted will be international students, especially those applying for study permits. Canada is set to cap study permits at 437,000 in 2025 in an effort to control the rising number of foreign students. Government reports show that 50,000 international students applied for study permits but never enrolled in their designated institutions. The highest number of non-compliant students came from India, China, Nigeria, Rwanda, Ghana, and Iran. These students now risk having their study permits cancelled if they cannot prove enrollment or compliance with their visa conditions. What happens if your visa is cancelled? If a foreign national loses their visa under these new rules, they could face serious consequences, including deportation from Canada, denial of boarding at airports if trying to return, refusal of entry at Canadian ports of entry, financial losses from cancelled flights, and tuition fees. Canada is sending a clear message. Temporary residents must comply with visa conditions or they risk removal. These new visa cancellation rules are expected to tighten Canada's immigration policies, especially for students and workers. The goal is to reduce fraud and illegal overstays, but it also raises concerns about fairness and transparency. Do you think these rules will help Canada better manage immigration? Or do you believe this will unfairly impact genuine students and workers? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Join the discussion and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Immigration Talk Show for more updates on immigration policies that could affect you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.